still give me that countdown.
All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all joining us again for another episode of Real Spill with Dupree. Got my boy TrubLyfe in here with me today. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Man, I can't call. I appreciate you taking the time out to come on my podcast, man. So let me pick your brain a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit about football. I want to talk about football more because everybody already know what you do on the music. What you do in the music world, but
Right.
not everybody know Trub, the football player. So we're gonna get into a little bit of both. But I definitely want to get on that football thing.
Okay.
Let everybody know what you do on that football field. Which one you played both, right? Before we jump into it, which one is your best? Like you obviously I guess you're gonna say music, but like what's your deep down like a football of music?
For a while, for a while, I chose in my teen years. I low key chose football because I felt like it was it was more of a window with football. I used to feel like I could always you know, football didn't work out. I was always gonna do music, but in high school I was low key trying to juggle them both.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to juggle them both, but you know, it made more sense to put a little bit more into football at the time.
At what age you say, man, I can do this football thing? No, you started what age you started playing football?
I think I played flag like everybody else. Pee Wee was tackle football for us. We get a low start in North Florida versus South Florida. We don't start playing with pads until what 10 years old.
Right.
So at 9, I got an extra year playing with the big boys. My mama, finagled away so I could play with the big boys. So I got 3 years of Pee Wee, but I wasn't good. I was one of those people who kind of had to like put in
Flourish
work,
as you went.
flourish as I went. But if I'm being real though, I probably was little playing defensive line, but my first game I did have a fumble and a fumble recovery. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but at the same time, just playing with older guys though that kind of helped with the type of player or me having some type of grit when I play. Always playing with older people though.
Right. What
Yeah.
position on football you like coming up? Was you an offensive guy? Was you a defensive guy? Did you want to hit people or did you want to score on people?
Football. Honestly, offense.
Right.
Honestly, offense, dog. Like my favorite players and my three favorite players of all time is offensive players, like
Right.
elusive players. Michael Vick, Reggie Bush, Peter Ward. You know. So I wanted to play. I was playing both, but I had got good at. I had probably finally started getting good around like 8th grade on offense. You know. Yeah.
Receiver or you quarterback? You played quarterback? You throw the ball a little bit?
Running back, receiving, running back. I started to run routes good towards the end of 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like started to get good at route running at the end of 9th grade.
And
Yeah.
where you played high school ball at?
So I went to Fairview High my first grade, my freshman year. I went there. I had a little rapport with him because I was doing summer league with him the prior year in 8th grade, just acting like I was gonna go there. So by the time 9th grade came, um, it was like 5 or 6 corners. That just so happened to be upperclassmen. Most of them were seniors. And I knew I was gonna play varsity. I think I had like a good little passing lead. Um, and then the first game, I think the jamboree I played, the first actual real game of the season, I didn't play that much. I don't think I really played at all. So me being me, I went into the head coach office and was like, "Hey man, look, if you ain't gonna play me, put me on JV because I ain't gonna, I ain't
Right.
having nobody put my games for no reason."
Right.
Man, the next day I started for the rest of the season. He hollered at my
Okay.
position, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
What was that like having that conversation with the coach? Was it especially at your age going to the coach on your own?
Man, bro, that's always been my attitude. I always been outspoken. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And, Ira Reynolds, he was a respectable coach, and you know, he was an older guy. Um, at FAMU High. Um, I was always joking. I was always, I was young and, but I was serious about that. And I just
Right.
and I just remember he took me serious. And the position coach, I respected him a lot and shit, but that's just what it was, man. He knew I wouldn't, because I didn't want to play. My whole thing about it is I do respect the whole seniority thing.
Right.
At the same time, I don't think the difference of the talent gap was that big. I also feel like I might even had a little edge on them. You know what I'm saying? And so shit, being that was a private school, um, I think I had a different mentality coming from Fairview and me kind of getting in my little trouble, just having that grit to me, having that edge to me. I felt like I was, you know, better than me sitting on the sideline. So
Right.
yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm
Right.
always myself. If nobody else speak up for me, man, I always speak up myself, and that shit worked out for the best.
Who was some highlight? I mean, I wasn't gonna say highlight. Who was some standout player that you was able to play with that you like? Yeah, them boy was it.
All right,
And played against.
all right. So if I'm being honest, I only played 2 years. I played
Right.
my freshman year and I played my senior year. Freshman year, uh, it was more so like I did good. I actually did real good, but it was more so like a learning experience. So if people 2 and 3 years older than me, that gap is a little bit more significant.
Right.
So during passing lead, I played against Fred. I played against Fred Rouse. He was a senior when I was a freshman. Um, I he was him.
Right.
Um, but and that's how we met. And he took the big brother role. I remember during passing lead and Jet. Travis Norton did the same thing when I met him in passing league. Like there was seniors at opposing schools that like kind of took me under their wing, and as we playing, they like, hey yo, hey, Fred, you could do this, do that, da da da. And I remember another guy named Patrick Austin did the same thing. But to answer your question, because we didn't play them in the regular season, I was passing league. In ninth grade, the people that stood out to me was um in our district. Jefferson had this guy named Carson Hill. He was big as shit. He was kind of hard to. He was big as hell, and it was 6'4", 6'4", 220, 225. He was like that. They had a couple athletes. This guy I remember named Jr. From over there in Quint. Piece of straight. Ninth grade though. Bryson. What's it? Florida High. Oh, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, then later on in that for Florida High, later on, that's when the dogs like people a little bit more cross my age, towards my age. Willie Downs. You heard that part?
Yeah, I heard
You
Willie
heard that
down. You
part?
went out on.
Okay, Willie Downs, British footman, BJ Daniels. Yo, hold on real quick. Yo, my bad. I'm in the studio. It's a little hectic back there. But anyway,
No, you good.
I want to because it's a lot of players. British footman, Willie Downs, BJ Daniels, one of my teammates, DJ Burgess, uh, Mike Smith, um, Way Up Church he was solid. DeAndre McDaniel, Ryan Hill. That's my favorite corner. DeAndre, my favorite safety. Uh, TJ Williams, Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot going on around the time I was in high
yeah,
school. It was
yeah.
a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say
good.
that was a good era for Tallahassee football right there.
Yeah, it was some good players, and I'm really um like cornerback wise though. When I was in high school, um, Ryan Hill, Marcus Udell was pretty good. Um, yeah, man, it was a lot. It was a lot of good players, man.
Was
Yeah.
you in that era with Rudell? Was Rudell younger than you? You know,
Me and Rudell around the same age. So me and Rudell went to middle school together. I think he had got held back a grade. Then I got held back a grade. So I was a year behind Rudell, but that's my classmate as well. You know what I mean? Um, Rudell was hard. Rudell, oh, I'm tripping. My graphic designer is one of my best friends. He was the quarterback, Terrence Bride. He was
oh
like
yeah,
that.
but
Yeah,
mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I tried to get him to come out there like he was like that. Um, I name all the Rickers players. TJ, yeah, yeah, yeah. Lincoln had some players. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you though, one of my favorite players and somebody that was in my class was he passed away, Dominique Miles. I used to love like
Oh yeah, yeah,
he was raw, like he was raw. He was one of those people. Okay, by this next year he gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But Dominique Miles was like that. I liked
yeah.
him. He was behind two good running backs already, Brandon Paul and Ricky. I forgot Ricky last name, but yeah, but he was like that. He was like that. He was going.
Yeah, that's my
You know,
little homie from Cascade. He was in Cascade. He
yeah,
stayed in Cascade.
yeah, man. I
That's my
fuck with
little
Miles.
dog.
Yeah, I fuck with Miles for sure.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
stay on that boy when he was playing. I used to stay on that boy like, look, stick the football.
I
Don't get caught
like
up
that,
out here. Right.
like that. But man, it's a balance, dog. It's a balance. With social life and you kind of oh shit. Let me know when I can go off the radar and ask that question. No, fuck that. Yes, we're gonna win.
Answer that question. Answer
Yeah,
that
yeah,
question.
yeah. We gonna win. And furthermore, I'm putting money on it. I got a free 100 out there that my team beat Wolfpack
Woo,
this Sunday. I got a
woo.
free 100. I can take that 100 and I can divide it into five. I can bet five people $20. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely gonna win.
Well,
We're definitely
since we might well go ahead and segue on into Flash since
yeah,
they didn't crunk up the beast.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
everybody, like I said, everybody know Trub the
Hello,
rapper. Everybody know.
Hello,
Hello,
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
Hello, Kirk. Hello, Batman. Hello, Zach. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? Good to see y'all. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So look, I'm about to tell you, this week will be the first week where I take that 25 bet for sure, for sure. You got that D money. This week will be the first time that uh Wayne Strong kind of, you know what I mean? He give me the keys to run the defense and run the team, like, you know what I mean, how I see fit. So I got a game plan, and yeah, I feel very confident. You know what I mean? Especially with these additional pieces that, I thought I was gonna have all year. They'll be present, you know? So yeah, for sure.
Since we on the flag talk, you got a big game this weekend. Before I ask you some, I got some other questions I'm gonna ask you about flag. But since they didn't segue us and forced us to go to this Wolfpack matchup, all right, Dog Pound, they had a rough start to the season. Obviously, personnel issues, guys not showing up week to week,
Yeah,
kind of putting y'all in a bad spot. But, as a guy, as like yourself, you've been successful a lot in life, on the field and off the field. Being not so successful so far in this flag season, even though it's not like your team, you're not leading the team.
right.
How has that affected y'all approach as a team and you as a player each week, knowing like, okay, we struggling, we y'all done had some really big losses and some, y'all done got beat down a couple of times. How do you what's your mindset like? Okay, how do we right this ship going toward the end of the year?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, we don't make no excuses, but we do know we've been shorthanded. You know what I'm saying? Going into the season, like I said, I was hopeful. Shit. They say I run my mouth, so I was talking a certain type of way. But being that I felt like we was gonna have certain players, Um, we just haven't been, the other L outside of Wolfpack was a close game. With Smoke Team, the Fat Boy.
That boy fly.
That I think that hurt. That loss was like that's the loss that probably hurt more than anything. But because we just wasn't supposed to lose, but at the same time, if we at least had one more key player, you know what I'm saying, that was expected to play, we would have won. But I mean, none of this shit mattered when we beat Wolfpack on Sunday. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That and and that's the approach. You get what I
Right.
mean? That's the approach. It's like, all right, cool. We had some rough starts, even in some close wins. It probably shouldn't have been that close. You know what I'm saying? But we just haven't been 100 with our depth. As long as we get the depth right, people show up. We like ourselves. Yeah, Zach, what's happening? I see the little. I want to see all this chat. How I see the whole chat. They coming and going out in the game like I did the first one. That was cool. Elvis got some good style points. Elvis got some good style points at the end, but that last game. But nah, that shit. The last game we played with Pack, it just got out of hand early, and we really couldn't bounce back from it. But at the same time, I don't think we went in with a set game plan. And honestly, I don't think we really went in with no game plan. You know what I mean? And that's why this week is going to be completely different, because we're going to be intentional with every play, very intentional. And then being the fact that I'll be able to put my face on it, I'll be able to say that, hey, I put this game plan together. So if we fail, it's on me. You know what I mean? So yeah,
And that's what leaders supposed to do. You lead and you take the blame.
yeah,
And you
yeah.
get
But
zero credit. Now you know you get zero credit when y'all win, but if y'all lose, you're gonna get all the blame.
nah, for sure, for sure. But like I'm gonna talk my shit. And like I said, I'm not just talking. I never was a guy that just talked. Like I would be in a wheelchair, and so if y'all lose by 30, it's Trub fault. Got it? Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That won't happen, D Money. That in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Yeah, fuck no. We're not losing by 30, packed by 21. Cute story. Nah, but I love it though, cause yeah, at the end of the day, man, like I said, bro, we've been a few pieces short all year. Those pieces supposed to show up this Sunday. I we coming at you, whoa. Zach, let me tell you something. He said we coming at you. Zach, that's what he come. Okay. Zach not stupid. You know what I mean? In a close game, Zach not looking my way. What Zach will do when Zach know he got to play, if they up 7, they up, no, I ain't gonna even say they up 7. They up 2, they up 7 with the ball, or this, that, and the third. Zach can say, hey, let me try it. Let me try it for bragging rights. You're
Right.
not throwing my way in no close game. You're not you're not looking that way. The eyes aren't that high. The eye just ain't that high. But yeah, I mean, I might bring a cameraman out there. Like, look, I ain't look. At the end of the day, I know these guys. I play with them, respect to them, but the whole point of this season is to beat them. I will give them that. They got the keys. They didn't had the keys for the last few years and shit. That's the whole point of this season. Beat Wolfpack. I could. We could have lost all the games and beat Wolfpack, and that would have been a dub. That would have been a
Right.
dub for me. You get what I mean? So, yeah, I don't even first play in the fall last year. How did that work out? The first play of the fall last year. How did that work out? You said I tried you first play in the fall last year. Tell me. I'm curious. I'm curious, Zach. How did it work out? I don't remember. It could have been a successful play. I doubt that, but how did that work out? You trying me first play. Anywho, we
Man,
really,
man, y'all boy, I know how to beat the pack. I just ain't gonna say it on live. I know how to beat y'all.
yeah, yeah. But nah, it's good. It's good competition though, man. I low key wish we had one other team to kind of, you know what I'm saying? Uh, spread Elvis one hand. Elvis going. Elvis might put that on his obituary. I caught a 2-yard touchdown on Trub, and it was one hand. Cool. Back cool, man. You know what I mean? Cool. You fronted. He fronted the back of the end zone where nobody else could get it. After his route was covered, that's cool. That's cool. That's good. In 3 years now, we'll still be talking about that 2 yard catch. Kudos. Elvis a good player. Kudos.
Oh, you gotta play D Money them too Sunday.
Dewey. I mean, if you want to talk about spreads, I might get y'all 14 D money. I ain't gonna even hold you. You know, we looking like I said, me and my team, we look at out a me and my team, we looking forward to Wolfpack. We ain't trying to take nobody light, but
Right.
D Money team, it's just a team. It's just another team. It's a warm up game, especially with the
Right.
extra players that I'm bringing. It's a warm up
So you
game.
so you saying that you saying the Suicide Squad game that y'all play before Wolfpack is your warm up game for Wolfpack?
It's a warm up game. I might not even play. I'm getting old. I might not even play. You know what I'm saying? I might rest. And y'all only beat us by 7 games. We only have 7 people. Cool, straight up. Nah, you right about that. We had a lot of we had a lot of blown coverages though. But nah, D Money, y'all played good. Let me not, that is facts. I can't go against facts. They played us, they played us good. But again, we a little rusty with our depth. Hell, but D Money been rusty with their depth. So hey,
Right.
it's he got a little valid point to that. But
Both of y'all
but
actually kind
but
of aiming at the full
I
squad
will
on
say
you.
I would want D Money. Oh, Elvis say they got some new players. I want D Money them to get a few more players because that makes the league a lot more fun when it's 4 teams that could everybody can beat up on each other. This that and the third to
Right.
compete. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they got some. Obviously they got the base players, but it's a few pieces. I seen them had a 6-6 guy the first game of the season from the 7-on-7 shit, and I ain't seen them since. You
Right.
know, so yeah,
So to knock off Wolfpack, like you said, they the undefeated team. What they 8-0? Oh no, 8-0, right? Wolfpack 8-0, right?
yeah,
7-0. I know one of
yeah,
them games. Oh, wait, I know my
yeah,
game got canceled.
they undefeated, man. They undefeated. I gotta give them that. They undefeated. Yeah, they undefeated. So,
So
so
if you had to pick three things, like okay, y'all got to do three things to beat them, and on offense, and then three things to stop them on defense. What would your? I guess you don't want to give out your game plan,
you
but
don't want to give out your game plan, but what I will say is, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Wolfpack the deepest team. I think even with my extra players, they still might be the deepest team. Um, and it's just like it's and even from an offensive standpoint, they real deep on offense. So for one, I always say slow the game down. When somebody else is might be a little stronger than you on one side of the ball, especially the offensive side of the ball, you want to slow the game down. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I think shit, just keeping things simple. Um and not let the not let the not let the obvious person beat you. They get what I
right,
mean big on that.
hmm
So if their X factor of the leader of the person that's running their ship on offense is Zach, then he ain't gonna beat us. Anybody else can beat us. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So yeah.
Just to give you a little pointer, I don't want to give what everybody be saying that I'm trying to like. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody. E be saying I'm hoping Whoopad lose. I don't care if Whoopad lose or not, but I'm gonna say when you in a big game like that and you the underdog, is making sure your team never get too high, never get too low. Don't let the big the bigness of the game get you out of your element. You still got to play. Stay true to yourself.
For sure. For sure. I think I do it. Honestly, I think I do a real good job at that, man. Niggas be like, yo, Trub, talk, 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 talk. When it's game time, I don't say nothing. You don't hear me game time because, like, for one, I be short-winded a lot of times if I'm trying to play both ways and this, that, and third. But now I be focused. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, and nor am I like my ego ain't gonna never get in the way of a big game.
Right.
So, you know, if I'm winded or I feel like this person is a little too much for me on this play, I'm gonna get out or I'm gonna switch out. That's rarely ever the case, but
Right.
I'll do it. I'll do it if need be, for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, my next question gonna be: we both know, everybody know, you catch a lot of slack, a lot of, we could say hate. Why
Yeah.
do you? How do you feel when you out there? No matter what it is, no matter what Trub do or don't do, it seems like 20 people can remember what Trub didn't do, what Trub got beat on, Trub missed a flag, Trub gave him a touchdown, Trub ain't run his route, Trub dropped the ball. 20 people can remember that, but nobody seems to remember the 50 times that you went out there and nobody didn't catch a ball on you, you ain't give up a touchdown, don't even throw the ball to your side. When you do play offense, you run good routes and catch the ball. What when you see that and feel that, does that fuel you? Or you just overlook it because you like, okay, I know what I do, and nobody ever recognizes when you do something positive, but the whole league can remember the touchdown you gave up.
Uh,
How did that make
uh,
you
uh,
feel?
I feel like a small percentage of it is self-inflicted, meaning, you know what I'm saying? I do talk. I think how I talk. I like who hate when he dropped yeah. So I'm gonna get on Elvis. Get on Elvis. Don't worry about it. I got you, bro. I got you, fam. I got you, fam. Just hold up. Give me like 32 seconds. I'll be right. I'm about to spin a block on you. But nah, some of that shit be self-inflicted, meaning I talk a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games. It all be for competitive nature. I feel like I got something to do with the target on my back. Um, I also feel that like cause I was talking to this last Sunday, I was talking to like four Wolfpack members, and I'm talking shit as I usually do, and they like, so I say, damn, y'all, but I all jokes aside, man, y'all think I talk that much? They like, yeah, hell yeah, you and Elvis, y'all number 1 and 2. So the shit was a little humorous to me, but at the same time, um, nobody wouldn't care if I wasn't good for real. You get what I mean? Like niggas can say they like nobody would give a fuck if I wasn't good. If I
Right,
was sorry, nobody would give Trump attention. It's like if I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I mean? But if certain people
right,
that's not that good, if they drop, like nobody gives a fuck because they expected to do that. You get
right,
what I mean? Like,
right,
like I remember one time about a month and a half ago, as much shit, I talk shit with D Money all the time. It was a ball, man. I forgot who threw me the ball. But when I tell you, I make no excuses. The shit hit my fingertips. You know what I mean? It was
mm,
more so I didn't have enough legs to get to the ball, but it hit my fingertips. I don't know nobody that would have made the catch. So I'm asking D, I'm like, damn, D Money, like you really think I should have made that? He said, well, you Trub, you should have made it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I put you in a different category. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
right,
like I pay attention to what I pay attention to what people say. And I also know that there's one position that I play better than everybody else. I don't even like just as sure as everything else, just as sure as I brushed my teeth this morning, I play that position better than everybody else. And niggas like to say what they want. Like that is a fact. That is
right,
that is true. That is absolutely true. And then you got some people like some people gonna feel like, well, no, I do that better than him. I do that. Da, 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 da. So it's
right,
like every day they're trying to prove he's not like that. Why y'all hyping this boy up, this, that, and third? Because for me to even be in that conversation of being overhyped or this, that, and third, like I gotta be doing something good.
right.
I gotta be
I've
doing
never
something.
heard I've never heard a scrub get talked about being overhyped.
No, I like my mouth is just it's golden. Y'all gotta realize the other thing I do the thing I do the best, it has something to do with me just running my mouth. So I'm good at running my mouth, and honestly, like I talk because I want the best. I want that shit to be competitive. Like if I talk and I say, look, I put $100 on this game. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm about to get everybody best game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's
Right.
just like I need that. Like I want that. So if I'm talking shit to you, I know I didn't put something that fueled you. So it's just like I don't want to beat up on average people. I didn't come back to play flag with you to beat up on you. I'm sorry, my shit. Pause for a little bit. I'm gonna talk shit to you, so I know that you be at your best. I know I'm gonna get the best version of you, and then we're gonna go from there. But you know what I'm saying? As far as look, I need y'all to know this because my boy Spiff said this to me. He said, "Bro, what have you done? Like, you know what I mean? I get it. Like why are you so?" Again, it's the win. It's the wins that don't nobody celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Like meaning, you know, I didn't these tournaments that y'all people were involved in before I was even thinking about playing football again. I wanted to see what they was talking about. I done been through these tournaments. You know, you playing four, 5 games in a day, and they ain't give up a hitch. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like me and Wayne Strong, we out, we somewhere. I think when Wayne was playing with the unit with me, and Wayne heard this. This ain't me talking. Why you want to beat up smooth numbers when they knock y'all out? This ain't just me talking. Wayne heard a man say that I never knew from a can of paint. Hey, bro, you the best corner I ever played against. Like your technique is like what like that ain't gonna come from my city. Like I don't expect it to. You get what I mean? But it's different when nobody not judging you off your mouth. They just judge you off the play. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? You know, so I done been in those tournaments and then played a flawless game on the defensive side too many times. You know what I'm saying? My first time playing fives when it was a one-on-one thing, and I feel like that's something I'll excel at. One-on-one game, played amazing. I was open every fucking play, running routes. Uh, 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 uh. It- 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 what we talking about? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it just,
Right.
shit. I know what I can do, bro. So it's just like, that's cool. I like it. I wouldn't want it no other way. I want y'all to feel like y'all got something to prove to me. You know what I'm saying? But again, ain't nobody stupid. Like they talk. Ain't all right. So how about this? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm at before because I see Elvis keep going back and forth. Ask yourself this, right? Dupree, you on live with me. Whoever on live with me, they can hear me say this.
That's
Flag world. I don't know who out there right now. In the Tallahassee flag area. I don't know who's out there. They said for this million, you got to win this route. For this million. And
right.
you get to go against all of these players for this $1 million. Now niggas know what $1 million do. You get your family out of the hood, you move in new car, new house for $1 million. Get open on this person. You get to choose anybody from first to last. I'll be the last motherfucker they choose. Simple. It's simple. I'm gonna be the last motherfucker you choose. Bitch ass niggas. Fuck wrong with y'all. Dummies. You dummy. And say I ain't lying. Say the fuck I ain't lying. I'm the last motherfucker you choosing. Stupid. For that
Ain't nobody
million.
line. Man, nobody line up and say, "Hey, let me go against Trub, man."
Yeah, let me go against Trump for this million. Dummy. Stupid nigga. And then I got $1 million too. I got $1 million on the line too. Man, look, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Let me address this Elvis character. Okay? Elvis, Elvis is a very good player. He's one of my favorite players. I'm in the league. When we go man, I'm sorry, man. When we go man and all that shit, you think I'm about to waste these cover skill on fucking Elvis? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Where's Charlie? Where's AJ? Now that Woodpack got the little boy Warren, you know what I'm saying? He can run routes out. You know what I mean? I'm not about to waste my motherfucking breath. You feel me? The nigga
Right.
got some. He got some great ass ball skills. He a dog. You know what I mean? He could play with me any day. But bitch, you think I'm about to be worried about some motherfucking Elvis? So he can put his fat ass hand up in the air, this, that, the third. Cool. The nigga gonna drop 5 2-hand catches. You feel me? You know what I mean? He make up with his highlights. Cool. You know what I'm saying? And let's just stop it right there. Like, let's cut the bullshit. You been on this bitch commenting a little too motherfucking much. You get what I mean? You're an overweight, slow motherfucker that can catch, that make good one-hand catches. And that's that. God damn. What else? Fuck, you want a cookie for that? You want a cookie because you make catches look cute? I'd be impressed. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I still this poster. Hey, niggas be making up shit, man. Hey, man. The fat motherfucker can catch. That's what I would. He can catch. He can catch. He can catch. And that's
If
that.
y'all did 1-on-1 5 reps, how many reps he winning?
I give him a rep.
He
I
win 1 rep.
contemplating on saying 0, but I'll give him one because he got a big body.
Right.
Yeah, I give him one. I give him one. I give him one. He'll probably catch that bitch with an index finger or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
We already know your cover skills, your cornerback skills in the flag world. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you, and people don't agree. I think cornerback one of the harder positions to play in flag, simply because doing your job also depends on how good your rusher is.
it's the rusher. It's yeah, there you go. It's night and day. Good rusher, you got a good rusher. It's relatively easy. Like I think Elvis a real good corner with a good rusher.
Right.
You know what I mean? Without a good
Shit, I can
rusher,
play corner. I can play corner with a
yeah,
good rusher.
nah. But it's the way he play it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you got a good rusher, Elvis look like Jelly Ramsey. If it's a bad rusher and he out on the island, that nigga's grits, grits. Just keeping the band. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't think I told a lie yet. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But
like
but
people
but
underestimate how hard corner. I think people down look corner. I ain't gonna say down look, but people don't put enough emphasis on corner. Like corner hard. But like you say, in flag, if that ball ain't coming out within the first 3 to 5 seconds, you in trouble.
it's hard because it's a bunch of rotating. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? It's a bunch of rotating. So at the end of the day, like, a person like, Zach and Smoot, they're gonna always make the job a little harder once you're playing against them, or just anybody that can run like that. And their goal is to throw. Like, they're not trying to show that, hey, I could run, I could beat you running, but rather than to scramble behind the line of scrimmage, it's hard because you're gonna get caught up in your rotations between you, that safety, that outside linebacker. It's now when that happens, you're relying on the team chemistry to be amazing.
Being fair. Right.
So I can't be successful if Zach got 5 seconds back there, or somebody like Smoot got 5 seconds back there, and this is the safety first time showing up. This is cornerback first time showing up. We all playing together for the first time, and we're not used to rotations. Not to take a stab or downplay what Woodpack doing, but they done played together. Hell, I done played with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know where
Mhm.
each other gonna be at for certain rotations. So it's just hard when you playing against a scrambling quarterback, or even another throwback that can move. And it's like you trusting, hey, damn, do I go deep? Safety, you gonna come down? Or you want me to stay down? And you gonna go deep? And it be a lot of burnt coverages and busted plays that way as well. So it could get real hard if you ain't got that line situated.
Yeah, outside linebacker important to you too, because you and your outside linebacker got to
It's
understand.
very important. And then I be talking to my people who play it. I be talking to like Terry and like the guy that played is one of my homies that played in Central Florida. And they always play like on the like the one division ones and shit like that.
Yeah, the pro.
And yeah. And it's just like he basically tell me that every outside linebacker that they play with, like everybody's a corner for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Uh,
say that's
They
how it's supposed to be.
all corner, yeah, they have all corners at linebacker. So it's just like sometimes, with certain splits, like I be when the offense line up in certain splits, I be wanting that outside linebacker to say, man, fuck it, they about to run the seam. Why?
I'm gonna just
I
take
know
it.
this outside guy, the slot about to run the seam, the outside about to run a hitch. Like just run, be you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
want the outside linebacker to be able to run with the seam and just mix it up, give different looks. So the more athletes you have, the more different looks you can pose to the offense. So
agreed. Yeah, I
yeah,
always said that if the typical ideal defense is four corners on the field at all the time. Your two outside linebackers are corners with two corners
yeah, for
and,
sure.
and a really good rusher.
Yeah, and then a safety that could cover ground. That's why I like our safety so much. Nobody like to play safety because it puts you in a compromising position to be doing all that rotating and shit. But yeah, safety man, just having a safety that can cover ground for those seam routes as well. So yeah,
So who? What? Before I want to segue into music in a minute. Uh, Obviously, you're gonna pick yourself as the best corner in the league. Who are some other corners that you've seen? And I know you ain't been playing long enough, but just since you've been playing flag, who would you see like or some corners you could be like, okay, yeah, he can get out there and hold his own like a corner. You'd be like, I want him opposite of me, or I want him as at linebacker under me because I
but
know we're
okay,
gonna make some shape.
okay. Initially it was Rush. I think but I think like Rush is one of those players as well. Just like it's a timing thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you can't, and I like Elvis in the first 3 seconds. You get what I'm
right,
saying? Like
right.
it's a team thing, you know what I mean? So how I kind of look at it is just like, if they send two and the corners gotta play damn near like safeties in the cover two, or you gotta play cover three, or you gotta play man, and you gotta play man in the red zone, or you gotta play man the whole way. Like I, I don't know if there's too many people that's gonna check all those boxes.
Boxes, right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I will say, I like Russ and Elvis in the first 3 seconds. Um, I seen somebody on our team, Rhett. Like I think that he just gotta understand like the actual like how certain teams run it because it might be a little different from like tackle, but oh, and my player one. One
Yeah.
is like my favorite defensive person. And if we don't say nothing, if I don't say nothing about safeties because that's different. And Spiffy, not corner, but Spiffy got good ass ball skills at safety.
Oh yeah. Smith is the best safety in the city. No debate there.
Yep, I can go
No
for that.
debate there.
Yeah, real good ball skills. Real good ball skills. Yeah,
Who are some receivers that you like? Okay, yeah, oh,
and
I know I got to bring my lunch pail this week. I got to go against such and such.
we kind of getting deep in that receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like we can shit. What Pat got 90% of the receivers, but like, they got
They
all
got
like
90%. They got ninety
all
percent of the league.
they got all the you know what I'm saying. But um, even when I talk about playing with or you know what I'm saying, like playing with, obviously Elvis ain't no slouch. Um, like I said, man, that motherfucker gonna always come to play. He got great ass hands. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm up against when it comes to a 50-50 ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand like the assignment is completely different from a smaller route runner. You get what I mean? Like I gotta if I don't put nobody on Elvis, yeah, this shit could get ugly. Um AJ, man, that little motherfucker is small as shit and fast as shit. And it's just like, but those are the people I like to guard. Cause I feel like those people pose the biggest challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like just, smaller route runners. Charlie don't line up as much, but I know like ever in that isolated situation, Charlie. Um, I never really had to go against, Kurt, my dog. I never really had to go against him as much. But like Kurt have his highlights, man. You know what I'm saying? I always say if Kurt learn how to get like some more body control, like he'll be crazy. Cause you don't think you that fast, and next thing you know what I'm saying?
You
He
running
run
past you.
past you, but his ass gonna fall as soon as you run past you. So like, damn nigga, why are you tripping?
Right.
Um, Charlie Smook ain't have to like, me and Smook don't want to get each other a couple times, and he obviously, you know what I'm saying, like that. I know Zach could play receiver, but he don't. Um, uh, Brian is like a big person to get around. Like, I like his hands. Obviously, he can move for a big person. You're unexpected. You know what I'm saying? But he's really good. I think he could be a lot more dangerous if you center like if I like if you center the game plan around him in the red zone, ain't nobody getting across him. And I think that like he real with his size and his hands and his agility to like, creep up on you. The boy Juan shit, he got some routes, One can run some routes. The,
Yeah, I
the
like
other
one.
huh?
I like one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He go run some routes. And who else? It's probably a few more people, but you know what I mean. Those are just some of the people that, damn, I named out. Like I said, I named all Wolfpack people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't gonna say Malita because he older than me, but he's short. Like if he was taller, if he was 5'11", 6 foot, I feel like he'll be a lot. And he was in shape. He'll be solid too at corner. Rack boys, um,
Oh, you
corner.
talking about yeah, you talking about he fat now.
Yeah, he fat now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I know you talking about. I can't remember that boy name.
But yeah, it's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He just, but he got some
Before I said before I said way into some music questions, who the best receiver in the city? We already know you the best corner in the city. We know Spiffy the best safety in the city. Who the best receiver in the city? Like if you had to pick a receiver right now, they say go get your best receiver for these $1 million to run these routes against the best corner. Who you going to get?
okay. And I'm about to tell you real quick because I'm so serious. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't think this is a fair question, right?
Right.
Because it's certain people that I would pick over DeAndre Hopkins with one-on-ones versus, you know what I mean? You know what I
Okay, I
mean?
got you. Right.
As far as route runners. But if you say this person had to come down with the ball, then there's not too many people I'm gonna put over DeAndre Hopkins, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
I'm
So,
saying who you gonna go get to win these reps?
oh, the,
That we ain't talking about game on the line, one last play, jump ball. We talking you got 5 reps. I need you gotta you finna it's finna be jamming, it's finna be pushing and pulling. Who you gonna line up to win these reps? Because obviously now you gotta keep in mind they're
honestly,
going against
you know
a
what?
top corner.
I want to say honestly, I want to say, it's three people that come to mind. I'm not gonna put Smook in it only because I just haven't like Smook good as hell. I just ain't seen him enough at receiver. Like I know what he did in college, he said it, but I ain't seen it. I just ain't. So I'm not gonna say him. He just excluded, even though he's capable of being that guy.
Right.
Three people to me that come to mind: Elvis, Charlie, and AJ. And you know what? I'm gonna pick Elvis only cause I'm gonna pick Elvis only cause he just got that dog. Like bitch, like you just I'm gonna always go with the dog. You feel
Right.
me? I'm gonna always go with the nastier player. Cause Kobe my favorite player ever. That's one of my favorite human beings ever. And it's dog. Like I'm going with the dog. I'm going with the killer. I'm always gonna go with the killer. I don't think Elvis about to run no go route past a motherfucker, but if that bitch in the air and it's a 50-50 ball, because I look at it sometimes like, bro, you're not even that tall. You're not even that, you know what I mean? But
Right.
he understand the importance of catching the ball at the highest point, um,
Mm-hmm.
boxing out and leveraging his body. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with him. And
Attacking the
then
ball.
attacking the ball. And then it's just like Charlie is, I think Charlie, like, I feel like Charlie's probably the best offensive weapon, but Charlie's passive. Like Charlie's like Kevin Durant. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
AJ, Charlie, hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with what Zach said. So Charlie's kind of like a Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yo, your skills you got the best set of skills, but you don't always show them. You're not always in dire need of showing you're the best player. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be the best player. Sometimes you okay with just being another player out there, and it's like, bitch, you Kevin Durant. Like, what you waiting on? You get what I
Right.
mean? I think Elvis is more so like a Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? In terms of his approach to it. So it's just like, again, dog, if you asking me who gonna bring me back the money, you know what I'm saying? I could talk too crazy, and I know it's not gonna rattle him. I could say, bitch, nigga, go get this fucking money, this, that, and third. It'll be, it'll
Right.
be, it'll be, it'll be Elvis. And then, like, I don't really know. Um, AJ can run routes. He's slippery as shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know what it's like if somebody really tried to put hands on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
I
and
got
they
you.
they had the feet to keep up with him, and they really put hands on him because we don't really use hands in flag. You know what I mean? And that's a big part of football is use your hand in the first 5 yards. But them still the my top three.
That's a great analysis. Before I go to music, Charlie, that thing you said about Charlie, that's a great description of him. Imagine you talked about this the other day. Imagine if Charlie had Elvis' attitude.
Scary.
Not
Like
attitude, not attitude as
he'll
in
be a
cussing
bully.
everybody out, but attitude as in give me the ball. I want the ball. I'm the best out here.
Yeah, it'll be a little ugly because I feel like it'll be a big gap. I feel like Charlie, like everybody be looking at Charlie like, why you out here? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you're obviously a step above everybody else. So like, why are you? Yeah, but he don't. And it's like,
I
think.
asked him when I first started seeing him play. That's the first thing I said. Boy, why you ain't playing somewhere? Boy, you too good.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But you know, attitude, man. Attitude is everything. And I'm gonna say this too, though. You know, I seen Charlie play one of the best high school games I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Before y'all
Right.
knew him, I knew Charlie like as a quarterback. And that was just one of the craziest things I ever seen. Rickers hadn't beat Lincoln in what, like 25 years, and Charlie went into like a double, damn near triple overtime, and it was crazy. Like at the time, this was when Johnny Manziel was popping, so it was calling a Charlie football, and nah, that was some of the craziest shit I ever seen. So, um, I'd be happy when I see Charlie on the sideline when I'm going against Wolfpack because technically he would never sit on the sideline like not one play, not one play. You get what I'm saying? So, you know.
That boy, that dog. Now let's get into some of the music now.
Hold up, hold on, hold
Um,
on, hold on,
hold
hold on.
on.
Let me make sure I ain't. Oh, you ain't asked me about quarterbacks. That's what you ain't asked me about.
Oh yeah, quarterback,
I
quarterback.
just, I just
Who?
want to get the flag shit all the way out.
All right, my bad. Quarterback to go against and quarterback to play with. Who you going to pick? Like if you go when you want to. I know. I want this to be my cue.
Okay, that's a good question. So I'm gonna say this: if I got a whole bunch of talent on my team,
Josh.
I want no. That's no. Not say it like that. But if I got a whole,
Right, right.
Josh is depending on who the throwback is. Like that's everything. Like what you know what I mean. But if I got a whole bunch of talent on my team, obviously I'm going with the two best quarterbacks. That's Zach and Smoot. But if I had a lot of talent on my team, skill wise, I'm going Zach. If I had everybody on a scale 1 through 10 and everybody a 6, I'm going Smoot. I've seen Smook do more with less talent more than anybody. And I also seen Smook extend plays a little bit more different. I feel like different than anybody else. I feel like I seen him throw people open. You get what I'm saying? Like I just looking at the overall, amazement from like play one through like from the second one to the average play lasting up to 5 seconds of this, that, and third. Like I just seen him make the most out of little. But I think Zach with just with athletes is probably a little bit more poised, and it's easier to just play off of them. So them the two I want to play against and play with. But and more so because I respect the IQ of it all. Like I want to go against somebody IQ. That's my whole thing. We all be playing chess out there. I know we playing chess. So you know, like you know, if I know you're reading off of a hitch in the corner route. You know what I'm saying? If I'm my job is to for one make you throw it to my side to make it seem like something is open, and for two, um, you know, obviously bluff you on your first read. You know what I'm saying? Bluff the hitch, go to the corner, bluff the corner, go to the hitch. So it'd be fun like playing chess with that. And then Josh too, like, cause I know Josh want to throw the seam route. And me and Dre always on the same team. Dom never really he more so be at throwback. So yeah, yeah. I'm in the chess. I'm into the mind games, dog. So when I beat you mentally, like,
Who
yeah.
easy to pick? Who ball easy to pick off? Zach or Smooth?
Mm, that's a good
That's a
question.
tough one, right?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think I think mm, I think Zach deep ball might be a little bit more vulnerable to pick off only because he might try. He might try it. Smook play it real safe. But
Right.
Smook become vulnerable when he becomes Superman. You get what I mean?
Hmm.
And he probably feel like, bitch, I did this, that, and the third, and one miss him. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like Zach play a safe game too. But when Zach got an athlete, Zach gonna try it.
Right.
Like he just gonna try.
Regardless. Right.
He's gonna give you a chance throughout the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like Zach is like, I like my guy better than your guy. So I just
Yeah,
feel like
right.
it more opportunity, like at least with the deep ball. You get what I'm saying?
If you
But
pick it, you pick it. But I'm gonna try this.
yeah. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give my man. You know what I'm saying? But that's when he have somebody like a Charlie or AJ, where it's just like
And
if
Jit, because if
if
we ain't time him and Jit on
post
the same
corner,
team, that post coming. Yeah, that's
yeah,
coming every time.
or a post, he just like in his mind, oh, Jit can beat Trub on his post. So
Right.
I'm going to throw it all. You know what I mean?
Right.
In
Right.
my mind, this nigga about to try to throw this post. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
That's
so,
exactly
so
how I go.
yeah, I already know what you're thinking. Like,
Right.
yeah, when the Elvis go to the fade ball or this, that, the third, I know when it's coming. You get what I mean? But it's also a process of elimination. Like I said, Zach is a smart player. Like, don't get this twisted. He's not about to if the game is tight, he's not throwing that fade ball just to throw it. You get what I'm saying? And if he
Hmm.
do throw it, it's gonna be on first down.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Game on
Agreed.
the line, like he a smart player. Like I could do X, Y, and Z, do these crossing routes. Why I'm gonna do this? So it's also understanding how the quarterback is always thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's always is. So I played that motherfucker in Madden. He nigga beat me in Madden, and I always beat people in Madden because I'm smarter than them. He outsmarted me in Madden. So you know what I mean? Like, it'd be an IQ thing just as much as it's a athletic thing and a physical thing out there.
Agree. I agree 100%. I was gonna say Zach Harder too. I'm gonna add in because that nigga be having them shades on. See, when I'm playing defense, I usually try to read quarterback eye, but I can't see Zach eye. He got them goddamn shades on.
Yeah, man. Man, yeah, man. Zach started out being somebody I played when we was playing pickup, somebody I want to play with. Then he became a whole op, man. He done beat me. So I mean I gotta win. I if so I look at it like this. I told you I'm not playing after this year. So if I beat him, I just get to brag on that shit every time I see him.
Right.
I see club, I
So if
see
you
him.
beat them, you might not even play the last week, but last week of the season.
When if I beat Wolfpack Sunday, me and my team, I swear I'm not coming back into the championship.
This man
No,
is crazy.
no point. Because the truth be told, because the truth be
Right.
told, they are the deepest team, and shit, they the deepest team. And so if we beat it, if we beat them with less and a more strategic game plan, shit, that's it. That's all that need to be said.
This man crazy.
Yeah, but
But I agree with you.
listen. I'll say this, guys. Like again, I can't see who all on the check, but if you're if you on Wolfpack and you playing this Sunday and you lose the TrubLyfe in the game, um, don't take me personal. Like you know what I mean? There's no
Right.
reason why. Like
Keep it in
don't
between the lines.
keep it in between the lines. But what I will say is the reason why I'm telling you this because that mouth gonna get crazy. It's gonna get real. Gonna get real.
Crazy,
Y'all,
man.
y'all ain't heard nothing yet. Y'all ain't heard. I swear this. Y'all ain't heard nothing yet. And nah, and to go back to Elvis' question before you know what I'm saying? Elvis said why I wanted to knock Smook head off when we, because I did. You know what I mean? Smook upset us. I think, and side note, I'm just calling a spade, dog. If we, I think we need to get back to individual awards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Defense MVP, offense MVP, MVP of the league, record stats, this, that, and the third. Because I feel like if it was an MVP in the league, it'd definitely have to be Smoot because, no disrespect to the guys he playing with, but he got a few solid players. I'm using the word solid, like real strong, like solid. But I probably wouldn't say nothing past that. You get what I mean? And he came 2 points within Wolfpack, and he beat us. We're supposed to be the second best team. He beat us with a little short change. Still, he beat us. And if you take that away from them, they probably losing every game. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give him credit. I think that like if it was a situation where we was able to give awards, he'd be the front runner right now. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to them, man. They beat us fair and square. I was pissed off. I was pissed off. I
We
ain't
played
playing it.
them Sunday.
Huh?
We played them Sunday.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So kudos to that.
Unfortunately, you guys play with me, and some of the Wolfpack guys play with me, and y'all play each other at the same time. So I ain't gonna have
Yeah.
my aces versus Smoot then. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in my recruiting bag because I might have a whole new roster on Sunday. But this show ain't about that.
Yeah, Dom just said it. Yeah, like so he a game changer, man. Like
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I think that's like the difference. Is just like that even the whole thing what Cam Newton was talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he remind me like that remind me of like when Cam had, they were solid players at Auburn, but nobody was projected to go to the league. It wasn't nothing past that. It wasn't nothing past solid. You get what I mean? So shit, yeah, he get a little credit.
yeah. Kudos to him to go to that team, take on that challenge. Um,
Like boy, you was not like that, boy. You was not that damn good. And apparently he's that damn good.
all right,
Yeah.
music truck. We
Okay,
we
for
introduced
sure.
everybody to the flag truck, the music
All
truck.
right.
You tell me about this. Obviously, we know you've been making music. First of all, how long have you been rapping and making music?
Um, Rapping probably, man. My uncle will tell you that. I was on a karaoke. Me and him was, doing a little 1-2 when I was 3 years old. So I've been rapping like since I could, I guess, since
And
I could.
what age did you recognize? He said, okay, well, I can. I can do a little something. This, let me take this thing serious. I know we kind of talked about the football a little bit earlier, but what age did you say, okay, man, I can take this thing serious? Let me lock in.
I think that was just always I think that shit was just always a natural thing to me. Like when you know, I think at first when you in elementary school and you get to writing and this, that, and the third, and you take a liking to certain subject or subject matters rather, um I just gravitated towards writing, I think. You know what I'm saying? Just writing. And then I like music, so with you liking something already, and then you got to put something in. You know what I mean? I do remember
Mm-hmm.
in third grade composing a rap. Um, I remember third grade doing a rap, and I think it was about like Martin Luther King or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was solid for a 9 year old, for an 8 year old, 9 year old. So yeah. And then now if you ask me what age did I feel like, all right, so let me just, okay, so boom. That was that in elementary. I do a little one too. But in middle school, when I got to Fairview Middle School in sixth grade, it was a thing where we doing ciphers. We beating on the table. We beating on the table. We freestyling. Like this is, yeah. Like. So it was a few guys in my class. It was some guys in seventh grade, a few guys in eighth grade. It was a couple guys between seventh and eighth that was dogs. Like they could rap their ass off. And it was just a matter of like just gaining that confidence through the lunchrooms, through the cafeterias. Like I was always the vocal person. I was always like the clown, the class clown. But then um eventually it started to become a thing in middle school where like people wouldn't people wouldn't like gather around me to like hear me tell a joke or some shit, or be waiting to what I say the for entertainment purposes. It'd be about music. It'd be about like, okay, we got a few more minutes, 5, 10 more minutes. Who know how to beat on the table? So we beating on the table and we rapping, and eventually it's like, damn, no, but he different though. When he rap, it's always a, you know what I mean? And
Right.
so I started getting hooked on what my thing was, and we just freestyling off the dome at the time. My thing was I, I was so used to saying something to where I'm rapping and I'm saying something, and then everybody, oh, bell. It's almost like then the bell ring at the same time. Oh, and then we go back to class, and then we go back to class. And I'm looking like, yeah, I did that. Like that was my time to shine. I wasn't a good student at all. So that was my time to shine. That was my little, time where I felt that I was like special. Then when I got like 16 years old, I remember like, oh shit, oh man, it's a little different. You know what I mean? It's just like
Mm-hmm.
it, like anything. If you've been running track your whole life, you've been running, you was fast, and then you done shot past a whole second, and you like, hold up now, this lining up with Olympic speed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I was like 16 years old, I remember writing my first thing that was just a little bit. And some people will say, nah, bro, but you was like this in middle school. No, I'm saying when I was 16 years old, I was ready at 16. You know what I mean? I was ready at 16. Like I was put in, obviously I probably would have needed a little bit of artist development, but as far as my penmanship goes, I was there.
Yeah, so that's a long time.
That's a long time, man. That's a long time. But maybe we'll get into it. I'm gonna tell you like why my approach is kind of how it is now because of that.
I was going to ask you now, as you came up in the as a coming up from a rap as a child, come when you look around the world, and you obviously I'm pretty sure you pay attention to music in different cities. Being a rapper and growing up in Tallahassee and being a rapper, what do you think are some obstacles that keep Tallahassee rappers from getting that same, that same, okay, we hear so many guys that pop up out of nowhere, over the years, not even recently it's even worse. Like guys just pop up every day where it be a new rapper every day.
Yeah.
Obviously social media helps now, but back when you was coming up, you see it was Miami, even Atlanta. What do you think what do you think some obstacles that Tallahassee rappers face, and how was it to try to be a rapper in Tallahassee without that, where people come like, okay, I'm gonna come to Tallahassee and get a rapper type.
All right, I'll say this. For one, I feel like it's 1,000% easier now. You get what I mean?
Right. Definitely that. Definitely.
But I also feel like it's that way around the world. Like it's that way around the world. It's 1,000% easier to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you had to put in a lot of groundwork. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything you did was a little bit more organic. You know what I'm saying? You passing out CDs, you passing out flyers, you gotta be hand to hand. Like you couldn't hide behind no app. Like if you wasn't like that in real life, you can't be like that on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to me, that's personality as well. You get what I mean? Like you can't. So these days it's easier to camouflage behind certain things. If all I got to do is show you the music, or all I have to do is pretend to be something, and
Yeah.
y'all don't
And
know it to be
right.
fact or false, but I could uh, give you the perception.
Articulate it right. Right.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, and have you believe in this. Back in the day, it's just like everything had to be authentic. Like either you was like that or you wasn't. I'm not gonna believe you if you're not like that, and you actually got to know how to rap. So when the world became oversaturated with musicians and artists and rappers, you know what I'm saying, and it became easier. It became easier to get the hype. Back then, it was easier to. It was harder to break through, but easy to abstain like longevity. Because if you had broke through, that means you was already good.
Right.
Nowadays, if you break through, everybody's breaking through. Like everybody could get a little second, a little hint of fame. You know what I mean? To the point where eyes on you. But it's harder to withstand that if your shit was fluky in the first place. If that makes
Perfect. Right.
you get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So you just gotta, everybody gonna have the opportunity. Like I hate to sound cliche or corny, but when Eminem said you only get one shot, don't miss your chance to blow because opportunity to come once in a lifetime, that was true. And you look at a person like Sexy Red, where she don't have the most talent, but you know what I'm saying, she understands her strong point, and she's taking advantage of every little thing possible. You know what I'm saying? From a branding standpoint, from a music standpoint, it's like she's getting the most out of it. But she could have easily been a one-hit wonder. You get what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, bro, when them eyes on you, don't let up. Like that's when you dig deep. Like some people get comfortable when them eyes on them. You get what I'm saying? So I never thought I'd see the day at one point where Tallahassee got the music market. It do. It's to a certain degree it's easy. To a certain degree it's easy. And then but everybody's story different, and everybody got like different challenges. Like I'm gonna have a different challenge than the next person. You know what I'm saying? And I could go a little detail with that, but um you know when you hear me, if you ever heard me, or anybody that ever hear me, once they hearing me, they hearing me. That's it. It ain't nobody else. They ain't hearing this person. They ain't hearing this person. When you see me, you see me. Like it's not like, oh, I heard him because so and so said he was good,
Right.
or this
Right.
person. Nah, like the people that fuck with me is something that like I built organically over time, and some of those same people, there's some people that used to catch those lunchroom freestyles because they know and they understand. I never really heard nothing like that. Yeah, it's dope that these people this that and the third, but I never like he gave me a different feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it got a lot to do with understanding your audience too as well, and like what I'm saying, your crowd, and because some people could have a Disney crowd, and then at the last minute,
I don't know what this boy doing. He lost you for a second, Trub. Well, we having some technical difficulties on Trub's side. I don't know what my boy doing. Hopefully he can pop back in here soon. Look like we lost him all together. Well, anyway, thank y'all for tuning in so far. Real Spirit with the pre. We live with my boy Trub. He having some technical technical difficulties. Hopefully, he can tap back in a minute. Meanwhile, I want y'all share the page, share the live. Oh, there you go. Yo,
Yo, you get me?
yeah, I can hear you. We can't see you yet. Like your screen
Okay.
froze.
A phone that died. Hold on, real quick. Yo,
I can hear you.
they can still uploading.
Yeah, that would have looked like I can see. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Phone would be the one to die.
Right. You were getting right into the juicy part too.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you want to continue with the convo audio and then catch on.
Nah, yeah, you can go ahead.
But where I was at. What was the last thing I said?
Understanding your audience.
Oh yeah, just understanding your audience, man. Like sometimes, man, you can have a Disney crowd, and if they like you for Disney, you know what I'm saying, and you've been on the Disney wave for 2 3 years, then you switch up and you go to a different crowd. It's just like then you ultimately
Mm-hmm.
start as a new artist all over again. You get what I mean? So, like I
Right.
said, everybody got different little challenges, man. I would have thought that uh, not to name drop, but I I'm pretty sure. Well, I would have thought that little Tyler, would have been further than what he is right now. But just to use that as an example, you know, his path to success is gonna be a little different than what I mean
Right.
than what some people probably would have thought. It don't mean that he's done. It don't mean he fell off or this, that, and third. It just means that you got to go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
Especially this day and age with this music thing, how music, everybody making music, like you said. So you definitely better have more than one feather in your cap, or otherwise somebody gonna move you out the way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially
Cause
people that's
man,
pushing the
and then
music, 'cause they'll
affiliation is
love you.
everything, man.
They'll love you today and say, "Oh yeah, he's fire," and then next week somebody else come out and be like, "Oh, hold on, he got personality. Oh, let's push him."
Just push him, and that's why it's important uh to be not to say well yeah you need patience. It's okay to be
Mm-hmm.
patient. It's important to be patient because while this other person look as if though they surpassing you, they doing X, Y, and Z, it's like, you know, and you may not be moving as fast, but what you are doing is you're building the organic support
Fire.
system that will
Mm-hmm.
never leave you. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think that like that's something that, I even probably had to like tell myself. You know what I'm saying? Like these people that fuck with me, like, yeah, some people that, you know what I mean, like you said, they might see something better tomorrow and be like, hey, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't listen to this shit. Or I found a better version of him. You know what I'm saying? But most of the people that I contact with, um, you gonna like me. You gonna like me for me, and then you ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Right.
fuck with my
Right.
music 5 years ago, you gonna fuck with it even more 5 years afterwards. Yeah. So
Right. What what drives Trub? What's Trub's purpose in this music thing? Like what?
um, to be honest with you, man. To be honest with you, I feel like this year is completely different. Um, I've had hi, I've had like hiatuses and breaks that I took for a while. Um, and eventually I told myself, bro, whatever those reasons, even if I feel like there were valid reasons, like bro, nobody cares. Like nobody cares. Like
Right.
my mom could die tomorrow, right? I can't stop making music. Like, yeah, I could tell myself that, oh shit, like my mental is this or this, that, and third. I'm not in the right space or this, that, and third. But nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I come to grips with that shit, man. Like I think that what's driving me now, bro, is just different. I never been in this space. I haven't been in this space in forever, to where I wake up um trying to get the most out of every fucking day. Like I never, like you know how it's that saying where it's just like, man, if you know you had, you know, if you died tomorrow,
Right.
if you know you was dying tomorrow, what would you do today in like your last 24 hours? And everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody would have a pep in their step. Everybody would have this sense of urgency to get X, Y, and Z done. Well, it's like, man, it's like when you realize, bro, sometimes Dupree, sometimes I be writing and sometimes some shit come out and I just be like, wait, bro, what the fuck? Because I'm big on lyrics. I'm big on, you know what I'm saying shit in a creative way. But sometimes I can't even think of like, how the fuck did you come up with that? Like, how, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
that don't, like, no, bro, stop. Fuck that. Like, you start, like, what? And it's just like, okay, well, there has to be something like that's higher than me. There has to be a God. There has to be a higher power. So it's just like when you realize that you gifted these gifts. I've been blessed with a lot. Like I could talk about, you know, you could be a pessimist and look at your glass half empty, or you be an optimist and look at it half full. And when you start looking at what you do have, and you start looking at all these gifts that you're blessed with, just like even you doing this podcast, but you're a talker. You know, you orchestrate a lot of things. You make these relationships with all these players. It was only right to do this. You get what I
Right.
mean? This is what you do naturally. You're doing something. You're living in your purpose. You have a love for flag football. You're doing it because if you wasn't doing this, you know, I don't get a chance to talk shit to Zach and Elvis and this, that, and
Right.
third. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because shit
Right.
would have fell by the wayside. So you could say that, hey, you know, with you having a family, with you juggling you know, your social life, football, like you're living in your purpose. So a lot of times, you know, it's not an easy question when you say what drive me. Um was driving me now. I'm just gonna tell you what's driving me now. What driving me
Okay.
now was all the time that I've wasted. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And what's driving me is that, make no mistake, y'all think Trub like cocky or whatever on the football field. That's nothing. That's just competitive bullshit. You feel me? When it comes to music, I truly believe it ain't that many people that's fucking in the world in the history that ever lived like I. When we talk about no, I could get in the booth with anybody that you ever thought was like that. Anybody that you ever thought could rap or this, that, and the third, and hold my own. If not outshining. You get what I'm saying? I'm being
Right.
modest when I say hold my own. Because it's like, bro, God, you done gave me all of these tools and what am I doing? It's like, bro, I'm not even meeting you halfway. Like I feel like a sucker. With Kobe being my favorite basketball player and me adapting his work habits and you know what I mean, me understanding the mama mentality, I had to tell myself, bro, if Kobe was alive and y'all got a chance to be friends, that man won't fuck with you because he different. You're not him. Like you're not going after your dreams at 200%. You're not like you got all the talent in the world. I've yet to meet a motherfucker that can do what I can do. Real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even when, let me pause this. I've met some dope ass, I done met some dope ass, like people that could do their thing, rapping wise.
Right.
But in certain situations, I realize, you know, when we close, you know what I mean? I realize shit, it's a difference. It's still a difference. So it's just like, who am I to waste God talents and waste God gifts? So I think what's driving me is that too. Is for one, is to make sure that I do God justice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he could have gave this to somebody else. He didn't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? For two is I need, let's just say like, I'm gonna use the flag world as an example. let's just say it's somebody on here that's not familiar with my music. And so they say, yeah, I seen him play football. He's at a third. Oh, so he rap. Okay, bet. Let me check him out. My goal is to, you may not get it the first time because somewhere I know the psychology behind a motherfucker that like, I know how this shit work. Like, meaning you ain't gonna believe what you really hearing when you hear it the first time. Like when you hear that shit, you like, oh, this shit was hard. Like that shit was hard. But I know it ain't that. Ain't no way I was playing football with somebody that was that hard. You feel me?
Right,
So it's not
right.
even gonna register like,
Registered. Right,
yeah, like you gonna try to psych yourself out like, yeah, it was tight, but it ain't this. No,
right,
it is really that.
right,
I'm telling you, it's
right.
that. But I get it. I did it. I remember I was talking to an ex one time when we first met. She was like, "Yo, I know how to sing," but I had been knowing her. I had been knowing her. You know what I mean? And she sung for me. I was like, "Where are you sing?" You feel me? And she sung. I'm like, that's dope. And it was a little nonchalant though. It probably wasn't the reaction that she wanted
Right,
because I've been knowing this since she was a little girl. There's no way she
right,
really. And then when I got to know, I was like, oh shit, no, you're amazing. Like you don't ever stop. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I was even a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? Like so basically what that drives me as well. Like making your mind, making your brain do a whole 360. I done took you out. I done you thought I was the flag football player, and
Mhm.
now you think I'm one of the best rappers you ever heard.
Right,
Or this girl, you thought I was just some pretty boy ass nigga, this, that, and the third, woo, woo. And now you think this other nigga, oh, you thought I was just doing my little thing, my little 1-2 around here, and now you heard it, and now you get it. So to make somebody like completely change their mind and their whole perspective and they outview of me, like you know what I'm saying, that drive me because I know it take you got to be that much more rawer to do that. You get what I mean?
hmm,
So and also like again, I didn't play. Some of it is fate. Some of it is, I'm accountable. I'm gonna hold myself accountable on it for the lack thereof. So it's just knowing that what's driving me right now just to consistency, do something I never done before, continuously to get uncomfortable, to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable, do things that I wouldn't normally do. You know what I'm saying? Lay it all out. Like treat every day like it's a game seven. Like that's my approach to it. Um, like I there's no doubt in my mind I feel like with ability wise, I can rap as good as anybody that ever stepped foot on the earth. So it's my job to get what God gave me and make sure it get to the masses. However that whatever that entails, whatever that is, you know what I'm saying. Long as I could go to sleep every night and be like, hey, you did the most that you could with these 24 hours. Like I used to write it, I write every day now. Like you know what I mean? I before I got on here, I just left a video shoot. So you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. Being the best version of myself, I guess. That's what's driving me right now.
How do you feel being a rapper when you see all these other guys, especially from your city? I'm gonna say get recognition or get deals or get those phone calls, and you haven't got one. Are you even looking for a phone call? Are you looking for one day being a deal, getting a deal, or are
I
you just
think,
making?
man, to be real with you, man, I be having a little. I think it's just. I feel like I almost feel like I'm rebranding myself in a sense to where I'm starting over again. So if I believe that I'm truly starting over again, and even though I'm starting over in my mind, but I got a solid foundation, I know my path just different. I'm not it, and to me, I'm just kind of like, I'm just warming up. Um, Certain calls will come to do certain things, and this, that, and the third. Not nothing life changing, but nah, man, and if I'm being real, like I got somebody that's I could say this, they ain't gonna see it. I wouldn't really give a fuck if they did see it. You know what I'm saying? But I got a family member that's like, he do his shit. Like, this my dog, this my, you know what I mean? You
Right,
know, and I'm just giving an example of like what I have to like, what I gotta go through. They're my first cousin technically. You know what I'm saying? He's an A&R in the industry. He done got back. Went back and forth or whatever. He got an artist down south that like he fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And he hard. No, no, stop, Trub. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's not hard. He's not hard. Let me not lie. He's straight. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, my cousin seemed to believe that, we done did business, music, like here and there, this and that, whatever reasons, like my cousin seemed to believe that like he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the guy that, and I'm looking like, I even sent his artist to a couple of my mans. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you sit around like, wait, nigga, you don't, what you forgetting? Like are you forgetting who you know what I mean? And then
Right.
sometimes, you will ask yourself, oh man, these motherfuckers must have forgot who I am or this, that, or third. But it's like, nah, bro, low key, you forgot who you was. So now that you remember who you was, remind everybody. And when they spin the block, it's too late. It's too late. So I think again, bro, everybody path is different. I know a lot of guys that got a different type of fan base than I have, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, you know, I'm building something that's very, very organic. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody told you to like me. You like me because you like me. Like I didn't, you know what I mean? Like you like my story. You like what I represent. You like my skill. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy again, bro. It's easy for another motherfucker to have a moment and not have a moment when the foundation isn't built, when it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just a branch and it ain't no real root. Like, you know what I mean? I'm growing up, I'm planting some real roots right now. And I'm not necessarily, I don't look at other rappers and be like, oh damn, why they, how they
Right.
did this or did that. Like, nah, go ahead. Salute to you. You get what I mean? I just know I'm over here being the best version of myself. And then if I truly be the best version of myself for a year, I feel like I'll be happy with the results at the end of the year. So I
Right.
started doing something different when I said I was gonna be dropping videos every week. I started like basically March 1st. When and I'm taking a different approach. Not just that, not just dropping every, you know what I'm saying, week of this, that, and the third, but uh uh multiple things. So when I look back at it from a year, you know what I'm saying? After a year is up, I ain't gonna say but after a year, I feel like the result of me approaching life like it's game 7 every day, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy with those results and I can live with that. So whatever that entails, like, you know what I'm saying? That could be whatever that looks like, I feel like I'm gonna be okay with that. When you have children, you want to make like, how the fuck can you tell your children to chase your dreams, to do this, that, and
Right.
third, and if you
And
ain't
you
doing it
did.
to your fullest ability? So I think that's another, to go back to the other question, it's another motivation. It's just like, yo, I gotta go beyond. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just for
Mm-hmm.
them and there's nobody else. These are kids that I procreated, I brought in this fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like me always being a motivational speaker to everybody else. It's like, how dare I talk this and encourage everybody else to do something? And it's like, but wait, I don't do nothing as good as you do this. And why you not doing it? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and at the same time, Trub is an acronym for the reason you believe. So I gotta start talking like it and I gotta start walking like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the reason you believe. Yeah, I'm the reason you believe you can open up this business, you can get this credit score, you can go get this Benz, you can go get X amount of money, have X amount of money saved in the bank, this, that, and the third. I want to be an example as well. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, we just from country ass Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? And so many people that like know my story for real, not like knew me because of no social media shit. Like they know me. Yo, this was bad. This badass kid done did X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. He done changed a lot for the better, and again, he's making the most out of his situation or what God gave him. So yeah.
That's real. Like, and so I'm gonna segue a little bit to that Thursdays. You already kind of hit. That's what made motivates you to drop the videos every Thursday. That new music every week, or that music that you already had? Are you coming up with new music every week?
I'm coming up with music every week, and
That's dope.
and and I think I don't. Well, you the first person that noticed. Well, I just said it. I'm coming up with music every week, and it's not that because I have to. It's because I've had music. I got music I'm sitting on. I'm waiting to release. But the type of music and what I'm doing is a lot of this shit is like um I'm choosing some late 90s, early 2000s classics and making, what I'm saying, redoing them, making my own version of it, this, that, and the third. But it's just like when I decided to do this, it's like I wanted something that I knew was gonna grab your attention. Like I'm doing shit that I know that's gonna grab your attention. And the type of attention that I want to grab is skill. It's skill. Like I want you to see the skill. I want you to see me. This is my, you know what I'm saying? How I rap, how I move. This is me in real life. I give a chance. I give you a chance to see me. To, you know what I mean? And when I rap, there's gonna be some type of story in it. Even if it's just boastful bragging and this, that, and the third, whatever, it's gonna be some type of story to where at the end of you hear me rapping, you're gonna say two things. You say, damn, I related to something he said, and damn that motherfucker could rap. Like he's
Right.
sick and being able to like put words on the screen give me more confidence to to even rap certain things in terms of like metaphors and double entendres and shit like that because I'm from the South, we country as shit. We're not big, we're not that big on lyrics. But when I put them words across it, it's almost like okay, it's like a read along, like you can follow along to what I'm
Right.
saying. And you might not have caught it if you just was in the car listening, that shit snapping, but you ain't really hear what I said. So if you're reading along and I put the double entendre in parentheses or the metaphor in parentheses and shit like that, and you're like, oh shit, oh wow, 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 or somebody else comment what I just said, you know what I mean? It makes me that much more confident knowing like you will really understand how deep I went into that certain bar, this, that, and third. But now all this shit new. I even did a video, my third video, I did it the day of. I did it like recorded the day of. I went to the studio the day of. I shot the video the day of and I put it out the day of. So when I'm doing that video, the camera is on me and I'm rapping. I don't even know the words. Like I'm trying to like you know what I'm saying, play it cool off like this, that, and third, but I really ain't even know the words. And it's funny because the other day I posted, hey, which one, after every 4 videos, I'm gonna post and do a recap and see which one, everybody fucking with the most. So the one that everybody was fucking with the most is the one that I knew the least. Like I shot the video and I didn't even know the words to it. So yeah. And then it's just like, Trub, another thing, just something that I'm challenging myself. How long can you do this? Like, how long can you go and do this week to week and challenge yourself and challenge your pen game? You know what standard you don't put out there already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It bothers me if somebody ever say, "Oh, I like this, but this ain't as good as this one. This ain't as good as that one." So I'm always using my last bit of work as motivation to like try to, what I'm saying, outshine the last one. You know what I'm saying? So, but you never gonna see no decrease in that. When I start putting out original music, my original music will have its own little vibe to it. But for now, I'm challenging myself to just and shit, I'm just go all out, bro. Just like yeah, everybody doing 2 days. Hey, I need to do 3 days. I need to do 4 days. And I will say this: you're not gonna find nobody else that'll be willing, that's willing, or that's just doing it, like doing what I'm about to do for the rest of the year. And that's my Kobe, and this is my Kobe, and that's why I'm gonna take it personal like this. But and what I mean by it is, ain't nobody else gonna give you no video every week of new material with these amount of lyrics for free. It's just like, however you do with them, this what you do with them. But here you go. Even if it was just like, okay, you caught this on your lunch break, you was at work, oh damn, that nigga snap. That's it. Like it. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I caught your attention. That was good enough.
That
You know
moment.
what I'm saying? So um I feel like it's gonna serve its purpose. And at the end, I'm not the type of nigga to to clout chase. You know what I mean? Like I had a if another big moment like the whole little FSU thing come about, I will. But I'll do it. But other than that, like it's just gonna be an organic situation where it's just like I'm gonna tell you my story, my point of view of things, and you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, people gravitate towards it.
That's dope, man. And as a listener and a fan, I'm gonna say the way you put your music out makes it brings us into like even if I didn't know you, I feel like I know you because your music is like you bringing us into your music. It's not just like here, listen to my beats and my drums and my chorus and put it in your car. It's like no, come get in the car with me. Let me explain my story to you so you know me as a person. So that from a fan standpoint, that's what I get from your music. It's
Right,
not just play this because we trying to get hype for the club real quick and we trying to get
right,
our mind
right,
right.
right,
It's like nah,
right.
play this because
I
I feel
I
like I know
appreciate
this
it.
dude now.
I appreciate it, and that's what I want to do. Like I want to be the homie. Like I want to be, like, you know. So when I'm out and it was like, yo, what up? Some people say true. You know what I mean? Like that's how I know. You know what I mean? Oh, it's this problem. Oh, what up, true? What up, true? Life, true B or some shit like that. And they give me a certain energy, and I always give it back. You know what I mean? Like I always get that same energy back, and I feel like that's because I presented myself as a family member, as like a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear me, you relate to that story. So it's just like I don't like you would assume that I'm a cool, well, I'm approachable, this, that, and the third. Like you might even like feel comfortable not knowing me, asking me for money. You feel me? Like, no, I'm just saying, like,
Right,
because
right,
because I'm not about to judge you. You feel me?
right.
And I think through music, if you could listen through music, or you could see the way I move, and be like, fuck that. Yeah, he if he had it, he'll probably let me. So let me, hey, bro, woo, woo, woo. And I'm that person. Now, granted, this not saying, hey, come and ask to borrow some money from me. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I am that person. I am that approachable. If I did have it to help you out, I would. If I do got words of encouragement to give you, I would. You know what I'm saying? So I think, man, bro, that's bigger than anything. And that's what we talk about. The other people that might be the rabbit versus me being the turtle, is like they may not have that. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's certain songs that artists done made, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan for life. If I'm being transparent, TrubLyfe, the way I spell life, you know what I'm saying? It came from Life Jennings. You know, that's one of my favorite artists of all time. Tupac, my favorite rapper of all time. Thug Life, Trub Life. You know what I mean? So it's just like they done things that resonate with me, and I'ma always be a fan. Like Wayne is like my favorite technical rapper, but it's just like Pac done did some shit to where he always number one regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dennis Wayne, like nobody could, I don't care. Nobody surpassing him. So now I just want to have that same impact. And if I'm a side note, like I remember DMX dying because the type of rapper he was, man. DMX died. That shit made me reach out or find, my dad. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because of his, because they had similar backgrounds. So, music is a real powerful tool, man. And, I try to use that, and hopefully like when people hear me rap, they can hear themselves in it. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just a more clever version of your own thoughts.
And that's what, like I said, that's what I get from your music, man. So I don't know if nobody ever told you that, but that's definitely what I get from it. Like, yeah,
Nah, they
okay,
have. They have. No, they have. They have. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's like, you're doing something right. Like that shit is important to me. You get what I'm saying? Like when another grown man come to you and he don't know you with this, that, and the third, man, we could be very egotistical and shit like that. We prideful and all this other shit. When you come up to me and he give you a certain dap and a hug in the club and shit like that, hey bro, keep doing, you know what I mean? Keep doing you, bro. Your shit a little different, man. I fuck with you with this, that, and the third, and it shit means something. And it's like, damn, I appreciate you. Like I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And I always show. That's why anytime somebody give me like any type of comment, bro, I'll sit there on the internet. in my inbox and respond to everybody. Like I'd be on that bitch all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, appreciate you, woo, because that do mean a lot. And you do need that reassurance sometimes, no matter what. Don't get it twisted. We all need reassurance. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be doing this podcast, but it's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna tell you doing a good job. Ain't nobody gonna tell you dope. You know what I
Right.
mean? You'll start second
Right.
guessing yourself, no matter how
Right.
sure you think you are. Like no matter how confident y'all think I am on that football field, like if I was the only person that thought that, I wouldn't be as confident. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't be
Right.
the only person. You know what I
Right.
mean? And sometimes it might even just take one person, but that's why I make sure I always give out that same energy and that same love to that can keep somebody going.
Somebody else going. Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree with that. I actually hit that little snag in flag football where I kind of lost my own confidence in being a GM. And now, can I do this? And can I put the team
Yeah,
together? And I had
because
to,
it's
and
easy.
I actually told myself I was gonna quit.
See, it's easy for you to feel like that because everybody is low key taking from you. They're taking from, like, they're benefiting off your ideas. If you say, "Hey, we all gonna link up on this, that, and third," and you put everything together, it's like it's easy to kind of take you for granted. All the next person gonna know is, "Hey, I got an opportunity to play. I got to chill with the homies, that, and third." They don't realize the person behind it that orchestrated
Right.
everything. So
Right.
it's easy to not give your and sometimes it's not intentional. It's just that I just wanted to play. I ain't worried about Dupree. I ain't worried about telling. You know what I mean? So
Right.
so it's easy for them because they're getting something out of it already. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, you got to go through me. You got to thank me first and then play. It's like, nah,
Right.
what you're
Just
doing is
show
it's
up.
out of love. It's genuine. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
we could have a year go on with these events that are orchestrated and nobody say nothing to Dupree. You get what I mean? Especially if you ain't never put your name on it. You know what I'm saying? So nah, like, you need to hear that too, man. And I don't know if you see like the meme where it's just like somebody like beating on a like beating with like a sledgehammer towards their goals and they turn around, but they was this close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes that this close is another person saying, "Hey, you're doing a good job." You get what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
slaving your ass for this job, busting your ass, and your boss never gave you no type of acknowledgement. You ain't necessarily getting this raise, and out of nowhere, they give you this raise, or the boss simply tell you, "Hey, we appreciate you. We don't know what the company be without you." Like all of that shit is important. Like my blood brother gave me extreme confidence behind what I was already feeling at 16 years old. It wasn't true, but it was like I'm just, it's my brother. Oh man, this I was like the same rap I'm telling you about. Oh man, this is on Wayne level. This, that, and third. Ooh, ooh. I'm like, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. But the fact that he even told me that, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the fact that he told me that, I needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I needed to hear that, like somebody say that. And, eventually as the years passed, people would give me some outrageous compliments, you know what I'm saying, that I appreciate, even if I didn't agree or felt like I deserved those compliments at that time. The fact that you don't really know me for my can of paint. Now, my brother, I can justify that. But you all the way you from Bronx, and you
Right.
saying this, and you put me in the category of this rapper and this rapper. So, man, reassurance is very important, especially when people don't come from families that, what I'm saying, provide that level of security or, feeling like, hey, I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always look at shit like, man, I know you ain't hearing this. Like, you know what I mean? It could be I done seen on a scale 1 through 10, on a scale 1 through 10, this 9, insecure as fuck. So she really carrying herself like a 6, you know what I'm saying, because of her upbringing, versus where this 6 is overconfident as a fuck. She walking around like a dime. You get what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like,
Mhm.
you know, a lot of time, again, that shit is based off of your upbringing. And you know what I mean? If you don't, but it's always good to find that somewhere, like deep down in yourself, versus looking for that validation from others. Like, you know what I
Somebody
mean?
think. Mhm.
Yeah, like it's always good to still have that yourself. You feel me? So yeah.
All right. Before we get out of here, man, before we wrap this thing up, what's one thing you want to leave with the people before we wrap it up? Let them know where to follow you at and hear your music too.
All right. Follow me at TrubLyfe, TrubLyfe on Instagram. Trub Life on Facebook. First name Trub, last name Life, Lyfe. YouTube, the real TrubLyfe. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping, a video every Thursday for the rest of the year. These ain't gonna be no regular videos. It's gonna be some of the best, you know, lyrics and visuals that you ever seen. Like real shit. Like it's gonna be some of the best shit that you ever heard. You know,
Me too, Kurt.
what he said. Still waiting on
He's
my
still
feature.
waiting on his
Nah, I'm waiting
feature.
on. But but like even with Kurt got something. Like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Like not to get sidetracked, but it's just like when I don't know how long Kurt been in. I don't know if he been in the whole way, but it's just like to a person like Kurt, it's like I'm a part of this conversation was to a person like him because you got something, and it's just like work ethic beat talent. You know, all the time, 10 times out of 10. So it's just like I also want to be respected because of my work ethic. Like now, like I want to bring my sport grit into rap, into music. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to see me like, damn, like bro, this how he still doing this? Like how he still doing that? And then the video I did today, I'm like, bro, man, I snap. Oh my gosh. But anyway, the video will be out tomorrow. The video will be out tomorrow. But you know, I guess just I feel like um I want I just like I said I just want to present the best version of myself, man, and myself is I'm one of the best rappers on planet Earth, and I really mean that. Like that's just what it come down to. Like I am one of like there's a guy that was born in Tallahassee, Florida, and he's just one of the best rappers in the world. And now that it finally hit him for whatever reason, it finally hit him. Like it's gonna be a extra. I'm about to put this shit in AMG mode and go full out to where like okay, you understand it. So my goal is to get you to understand it. Even if you don't. I'm not gonna say you don't like me because I don't really give nobody a chance not to like me. But even if you feel like what I'm saying is a little overzealous, like this nigga too cocky, like eventually you'll understand why I said it. Like you're gonna understand. Oh, that's why he said it. Oh, I was watching the interview and I was tuning in for 5 minutes and I heard him talking a little crazy. I didn't understand why he was that passionate about being so good. Because if he was that good, then why he ain't on? Why he ain't do a song with
Yeah.
this person? Why he ain't doing this? And my rebuttal to that is, hold on, it's coming. Like, hold on, it's coming. I promise you, it's coming, and it's coming sooner than later.
All right. All
For
right,
sure.
bro. You know you my boy. I appreciate you taking the time
Hey,
out
I
to
appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother.
man. Make sure y'all tune in to Troy Life on Facebook to catch the video tomorrow. And
Yeah,
take heed to what he said. Listen, at the end of the day, when he's talking, he's not talking cocky, he's not talking arrogant. He's giving that game. He's just confident in what he does. And I know
absolutely.
in this new generation, when somebody has confidence and somebody believes in themselves and somebody talks with their chest out, y'all say that they uppity, they bougie, they think highly. I mean, too high of themselves. But confidence is not a bad thing. Confidence is not a negative. So if you're watching this, be confident. Whatever it is you're doing, if you're pulling trash, if you're custodian, if you're a dishwasher, it's okay to think I'm the best dishwasher on the planet, and I'm gonna show you every day that I walk in and clock in on this clock. That's what I got from that message, and I hope that's what y'all got too.
Absolutely.
To the
Absolutely.
next time, Troy Life, Dupree, we out, man.
I appreciate y'all, man. To all my flag players out there, especially in Talent, I see our boy Sunday the 100 still on the line, man. I'll let you, bro.
Dog pound with the win.
All power, whoop back. All right, bet.
All right.
Y'all be safe, fam.
Yep.